Hello everyone, welcome to my lecture 9 on the course Farm Structure and Greenhouse Technology. The topic of this lecture is Greenhouse Technology, its history, its advantages and the phenomenon of greenhouse effect. So greenhouse is the most practical method of achieving the objectives of protected agriculture. In greenhouse technology, the natural environment म्हणजे जे आपलं नॅचरल वातावरण असतं that is modified by using sound engineering principles to achieve optimum plant growth and plant yields. म्हणजे जर प्रोडक्शन वाढवायचं असेल तर ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर द्यायचं, ऑप्टिमम ह्युमिडिटी द्यायची, ऑप्टिमम pH द्यायचा आणि तसं एन्व्हायरमेंट सेट करून आपण त्या प्लॅन्टची ग्रोथ वाढवायची. दॅट इज द ग्रीन हाऊस टेक्नॉलॉजी. So this is the definition of greenhouse. A greenhouse is a framed means which contains the frames or an inflated structure that is covered with a transparent or translucent means it is a semi-transparent material in which the crops can be grown under the conditions of at least partially controlled environment. Means the environment is either partially controlled or it is fully controlled and which is large enough to permit the persons to work within it to carry out cultural operations. म्हणजे the space around the greenhouse is very large so that the large persons can work within it to carry out the cultural operations. So that is the definition of the greenhouse. So we'll see what is the history of the greenhouse. The growing of off-season cucumbers म्हणजे काकडी असते under transparent stone for Emperor Tiberius in the 1st century is the earliest reported protected agriculture or protected cultivation. Then greenhouse started from the 1st century. Then in the 16th century, glass lanterns, bell jars and hotbeds covered with glass were used to protect horticultural crops against cold. म्हणजे ज्या ठिकाणी कोल्ड असतं त्या ठिकाणी टेम्परेचर वाढवण्यासाठी ग्लास लँटर्न्स, बेल जार्स आणि हॉटबेड्स त्यांना ग्लासने कवर केले जातात. In the 17th century, low portable wooden frames covered with an oiled translucent paper were used to warm the plant environment. Similar procedure was followed in 17th century. So this is how the greenhouse looked. You can see this is the structure which is aside the building, besides the building. So you can see it is just constructed adjacent to this building. We will continue with this history. The first greenhouse in the 1700 used glass on one side only as a sloping roof. So this is the sloping roof. It used only glass on one side. Grass houses means the glazing material or the covering material which is glass were used for fruit crops such as melons, grapes, peaches and strawberries, but these were rarely used for vegetable production. Protected agriculture was fully established after the World War III when the polyethylene material was introduced. So this material was very cheap and replaced the glass. The first use of polyethylene as a greenhouse covering material was used in 1948 by Professor Emery Myers Emmert. So this scientist replaced the glass by polyethylene material as it is very cheap material as compared to the glass. We will see the statistics. The top 5 producers of floricultural crops, that is flowers, are, you can see, United States, Japan, Netherlands, Italy and China. So Netherlands, it has a very small area as compared to India. Still, it is third in this list. So these three countries constitute 47% of the floricultural crops, or 47% producers of the floricultural crops. You can see this, the area, how much area is under greenhouse in different countries. India is way behind the other countries. You can see here in 2012 the statistics are 5730 hectares. So only 5730 hectares was covered under greenhouse, which is not a very good sign. So in India, the use of greenhouse started only during 1980s. So it started very late, and it was mainly used for only research activities. Greenhouses are being built in Ladakh region for extending growing season of vegetables from 3 to 8 months. So you can for using for growing vegetables during off seasons, the greenhouses were built in Ladakh regions. In Northeast, greenhouses are being constructed essentially as rain shelters to permit off-season vegetable production. So to protect from rain also, the greenhouses were used in Northeast. In India, greenhouse cultivation is mainly in Maharashtra, Uttarakhand, Karnataka and Jammu. So these are the main states or the top states for greenhouse cultivation. So in India, protected cultivation for commercial production is hardly 3 decades old. As we have seen, it started in 1980s. So it is just 3 decades old. In developed countries like Japan, Holland, Russia, China and others, it is about 2 centuries old. So India is way behind the developed countries as compared to greenhouse cultivation. China started protected cultivation in 1990s. After India it started, and today the area under protection is 2.5 million hectares and 90% area is under vegetables. So you can see this, how fast the development has come in China. Also Israel is one country which has taken big advantage of this greenhouse technology by producing quality fruits, vegetables, flowers in water deficit desert area. As there is very less water in Israel, still it produces good quality of fruits, vegetables and flowers. Greenhouse cultivation. Again, several thousand acres are now under glass in US, and equally large area in England and Holland, where horticulture under glass was practiced over a century. You can see here the total greenhouse area in India at the end of ninth plan period. Ninth period was estimated to be about 800 hectares. Only 800 hectares was covered under greenhouse. Ladakh region has maximum number of units, that is more than 14,000 greenhouses, and each unit is about 50 square meter. Himachal Pradesh also has 137 hectares. So what is cultivated in greenhouse? You can see here cabbage, cauliflower, nol khol, broccoli, Brussels sprout, tomato, brinjal, chili, capsicum and onion. All these are cultivated in the areas such as Leh and Ladakh. So these are the vegetables that are cultivated in these areas where the temperature is very less. So the question arises, why to use greenhouse? Why can't we cultivate in open environment? So the fruits and vegetables are missing in the diet of poor marginal India. So a poor India is missing the diet of fruits and vegetables because there is a overall shortage in the country. Majority of farmers are not ready to shift their cropland to fruits and vegetables. They do not shift their cropland to fruits and vegetables. Hence, under such conditions, polyhouses is the only answer for this. So there is no other solution than the polyhouses or greenhouses. We need promotion of fruits and vegetables cultivation for financial support to the farmers and total food security to all. So to to be readily available to all, including the poor, so we need financial support as well as total food security to the all. Also, the polyhouse technologies are very advanced in Israel, Holland, Spain, Italy, Kenya, South Africa, Japan and China, but unfortunately it is very much neglected in India. You can see here there is a vast difference between this India and Holland. There is a comparison done having more or less the same land, India and Holland, under flower cultivation. But in world's flower export, Holland's contribution is 70% and India's contribution is just 1% or even less because of advanced technology of polyhouses. In India, as the land is not covered under greenhouse, so you can see here there is a vast difference of export quality, 70% and 1%. So this is the phenomenon of greenhouse. You can see the sun rays are not directly entering into the greenhouse. So you can see this is the phenomenon. This when the crop is cultivated in open field, you can see here when the crop is cultivated in open field, the sun rays are directly intruding into the soil, so there is a direct attack on the soil. Also, short wavelength solar radiations are absorbed as well as long wavelength radiation are lost to the environment. So there is no entrapment of long wavelength radiation and these are lost. So there are high convective and evaporative heat losses during this phenomenon when the crop is cultivated in the open environment. In the contrary, when the crop is cultivated inside the greenhouse, the short wavelength radiation are absorbed, also the long wavelength radiation are retained. You can see here the long wavelength radiation are retained inside the greenhouse due to the covering material. During night time, these long wavelength radiation heat the greenhouse when there is less temperature. So this is how the greenhouse works. You can see this. The first use or the first criteria for greenhouse technology advantage is protection. So it protects the crops from extreme temperatures, either high, very high or very low. High wind velocity, insect, pests and diseases, torrential rainfall and snowfall. So it protects the crops from all these environmental factors or environmental disasters. Second, it augments means controls. It augments CO2 concentration. Whenever the CO2 concentration inside the greenhouse is less, it increases the CO2 concentration, humidity, nutrient uptake, soil health and the photosynthesis reaction inside the plants. Third, it results in increased productivity and improved quality. So these are the three advantages of the greenhouse technology. So we'll see again what are the advantages of greenhouse technology. So first advantage is throughout the year you can cultivate or grow 4 to 5 crops, 5 different crops inside the greenhouse. As there is uh, no resistance to green temperature or rainfall, you can grow 4 to 5 different crops, and there is no seasonal requirement inside the greenhouse. Second, again, increased productivity. We have seen in the last slide also, increased productivity. Also superior quality produce, you can get export quality produce. Again, effective control of pests and diseases. So this is again repeat, percentage of germination inside the seeds is high, so percentage will be of germination will increase inside the seeds. Also, you can plan agricultural and horticultural crop production schedules to take the advantage of market needs. So you can plan your agricultural and horticultural crop production schedules, so that the you can take advantage, you can see what at what time what agricultural crops are needed, what horticultural crops are needed. Also, there are different gadgets for efficient use of water. So for sprayers, like sprayers, dusters, these are called as plant protection equipments for efficient use of water, fertilizers, seeds, and plant protection chemicals. There are certain automation equipments also. So these can be easily maintained in a greenhouse rather than an open environment or open field where anybody can touch that equipment. In greenhouse, as it is closed, so there is a security. Also, different types of growing mediums like peat mass, vermiculite, and compost can be effectively utilized inside the greenhouse. Next, export quality produce can be obtained. So you can get high quality production, and you can export this. Also, it is suitable for automation. So this greenhouse is suitable for automation of irrigation, application of other inputs, and environmental control. So you can automatically set temperature, humidity, pH, and irrigation time as and when required in the greenhouse. The last advantage is it is usable for self-employment for educated youth. So educated youth can self-employment means they can easily develop a greenhouse, and they can cultivate under the greenhouse. So these are certain advantage of the greenhouse. So next and last important point is the greenhouse effect. So it holds two meanings. First is the natural greenhouse effect. It is that keeps our earth's climate normal and comfortable. So we are not going to see this. We are going to see second one. This is second. Other hand, there is a man-made greenhouse effect, which is enhancement of natural greenhouse effect. So it is made from burning fossil fuels, petroleum, coal, and natural gas. So we'll see what is this. So in general, the percentage of CO2 in the atmosphere is around 0.035%, which is approximately 345 parts per million, 345 ppm. So this is the ideal percentage of CO2 in the atmosphere. However, due to emission of pollutants and exhaust gases, because of the burning of the fuels takes place into the atmosphere, the percentage of CO2, this percentage increases beyond this, which forms a blanket into the outer atmosphere. This outer atmosphere, this forms a blankets. There is a CO2 blanket inside the outer atmosphere, outside the outer atmosphere. So this blanket causes entrapment of the reflected solar radiation from the earth's surface. Due to this blanket, the reflected solar radiation, which are the radiation which are reflected from the ground, you can see here. So the solar radiation that are reflected from the earth are trapped in the outer atmosphere, because of the CO2 blanket. So this phenomenon of increase in the ambient temperature, because of the entrapment of the solar radiation, the ambient temperature is increased due to the formation of blanket of CO2, is known as greenhouse effect. So this is the main definition of greenhouse effect. So this greenhouse covering material, either glass or polyethylene, anything, acts in a similar way. This greenhouse covering material, this greenhouse effect, from this greenhouse effect phenomena, the greenhouse technology is developed. So this greenhouse covering material acts in a similar way, as it is transparent to the shorter wave radiation. So this greenhouse covering material is transparent. Transparent means the radiation can, shorter radiation can pass. Shorter radiation can pass, and opaque to long wave radiation. So this is opaque to long wave radiation. Also during the daytime, the shorter wave radiation enters into the greenhouse and gets reflected into the from the ground surface. It gets reflected from the ground surface. This reflected radiation will become long wave radiation. This reflected radiation will become long wave radiation over the time, and is entrapped inside the greenhouse covering material. This causes the increase in greenhouse temperature in the night. So it is desirable from the point of view when the temperature inside the greenhouse is low. This occurs generally during in the cold regions where the temperature is very less. So this is the greenhouse technology. Thank you.